kind of...
Yeah, well, I mean, I think what Radboy did when he started working with him was actually help him brand himself in a really interesting way, that he was actually really stepping back from being present, because I guess in that kind of Margiela, Jean-Paul Gaultier way, he didn't want to put himself out there as the face of the brand. And so what they did is they created a kind of fake Telfar for him to be. Yeah. And this kind of synthetic personality to front the brand that was kind of based on him but wasn't actually him.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, because it's a very interesting exercise in branding and man as designer and all of that as well. I think, we were talking about the Days campaign, the campaign on the Days covered when you sent me that Days link, and it's interesting, like, thinking about the way he kind of presents himself. I think that's super interesting, but maybe also very current, like if you think about the way that designers, they are collectives now, they kind of, I think it's important to have something to hide behind, otherwise you kind of burying your soul 3 or 4 times a year and going mad.
But I mean, I think that also connects really strongly to a lot of stuff that's going on with Rhizome at the moment. So for example, they developed a kind of a new software where they can freeze stuff that's like art that's put up on Instagram. So there was that Amalia Ullman piece, Excellences and Perfections, which is where she created a fake version of herself and over about 6 months did a performance on Instagram. Yeah. And so I think people playing with kind of fake, like perfected or faked versions of themselves is very much something that's happening in the art world as well. Yeah. So that's, I mean, it's a kind of interesting intermeshing between the two.
Mm. And that's what happens when you get dressed. Well, you're just constantly creating fake versions of yourself, aren't you? It's
you create your own avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like...
Unfortunately, mine are always less good than I think I should.
Yeah, I know exactly. Mine's always
like a really disappointing avatar.
I think that's quite an interesting note to end on, actually, this idea.